Alright then, so this here is South Park Rally for PlayStation 1. Our goal is to beat championship mode, and we tried once, didn't work out. We'll try again. Do you not have him on a leash? Not at the playpen, Frush. Not at the playpen. So there's like a big pen where you're allowed to release your dogs so they can like run around and play with the other dogs. And there was a dog there. They've played together before, several times. But for some reason this time it did not work. Bring a pan the next time. I'll consider it. I'm sorry, no cart man. I don't know if the different characters have different properties in this game or not. I don't know if different characters like drive different at different speeds or not. This game is so damn finicky to control. It's almost like they consider it a feature that you sometimes just skid out. Yeah, like if you're outside of the pen, like outside the actual like fence, then I always have the dog on a leash. Because while I trust my dogs for the most part, sometimes they just freaking snap and go crazy. And that can happen to almost any dog. I think it can happen to any dog, really. I mean, at the end of the day, they're animals. So I trust you when you say you can tell me quite a lot of stories. I hate this. Oh shit, they put me down on the track the wrong way. God damn it. Like I can see someone thinking this game was awesome when they were a kid, but damn, this game is aged bad. It's just like a really shitty rip-off of a Mario Kart and Crash Team Racing. Like a really shitty one. I like joggers, bikes, a car that for some reason is very, very loud all of a sudden, another dog. It can be anything, really. Yeah, the PS1, like a lot of stuff on the PS1 has aged really poorly. 3D graphics weren't that cool when it came out. It didn't work particularly well at all. I'm not gonna make this, am I? Nope. The pixel art ones have actually aged pretty well. Like Toomba Symphony of the Night. Klonoa. Yeah, being a climb doesn't help. I agree. More pixel games. There's a lot of them. I honestly think, like, honestly, I actually think that Xenogears has aged pretty well due to its pixel graphic. While a lot of JRPGs age poorly because they try to force 3D graphics in, I actually think that Xenogears aged well because it just used scaled pixel models everywhere. More duct tape than games. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. People didn't really know what they were doing. And I know I've talked about this before, but I'm pretty certain the engineers at Sony didn't really know what they did when they made the PlayStation. Or they didn't know everything. Because there's some problems that you see in almost every PlayStation game. With like texture warping and like texture snapping and stuff. And I'm pretty certain that's actually part of the hardware and not the software. Because I don't think everyone would make the same mistake. So I suspect that it's a hardware fault of the PlayStation that actually creates some of this really, really weird texture warping. There, yeah, you have a good point, Gons. Like, almost no one in tech knows what really, really knows what they're doing. There's so much magic today with all layers of abstractions. Nigh impossible to know. But there are a few out there who know what they're doing. But they don't work with layers of abstraction. I think that's the big difference. And then we're talking about guys such as like NASA. When you get experienced enough, Gons, you start realizing that code that works and you can't tell why, that's the worst code. I prefer code that doesn't work and I can't tell why, than code that works and I can't tell why. Because eventually that code that works and I can't tell why, one day it's not gonna work. And then you're in deep shit. Yeah, but this game is not particularly good. As I described it on Twitter, it's like a pre-teen mix-up between Mario Kart and Crash Team. They just took the bad parts. If something breaks, look here first. Perfect.
The winner of Rally Day's first race.
Now this championship mode, I don't get it. You can save in between races, but I can't load. As far as I can tell, do I have to press reset to load maybe? Or I don't know.
All right. I did 300 get to the back. Damn it! Trailer park crash. $5 away, $5. 300 hit me. $10 away, $5.
Oh shit, we missed it. We drove past the trophy. Got it.
I'm out of here.
I'm not really sure what I'm trying to achieve. Like, I know I'm supposed to pick all the checkpoints, but... Oh wait, so left here should... Okay, there we go. Yeah, I kind of realized as I was driving that, like, oh yeah, wait. I kind of know what I'm supposed... If it weren't for random shit like that. The controls are so slippery. Like half of the slipperiness would have been enough. Did I puke behind me? How does that even work? Oh, come on! There we go. Yeah, I saw you wrote that. Exit the gungeon.
Let's congratulate
That sounds awesome.
the winner of our second Rally Days event.
I mean, I don't know anything about it, but it all sounds awesome. A dungeon climber bullet hell game. I'm not particularly good at bullet hells, to be entirely honest.
Hello, citizens.
But I'd love to try it. How much are they charging for it? Yeah, exactly. The first one was a roguelike. Enter the Gungeon. Wait, what? Supposed to be an opening there.
This journey is turning out better than I thought. You know, not that I had any doubts.
What's up, Jay? How you doing? Ah, fair enough, Gons. There were some pretty bullet helly parts to the first one. Come on. Really?
$10 a leg, $5 a
God damn it. Yeah, we definitely gotta try the new Gungeon game. It feels like this race lasts a bit too long though, doesn't it? Is that just me? Getting to 100% takes so long. Yeah, but that's kind of the thing. Avoiding getting hit is difficult.
You're a superior marksman like me. Maybe you wouldn't have a problem.
And here's the survivor, a winner of this year's Cow Days race.
Yeah, the entire game lasts a little bit too long. I am inclined to agree.
Well, everyone, it's valid.
You will respect my authority.
Yeah, this was the one I never beat, right?
Can you hit me with that motherfucker? I'm gonna kick your ass. Got it, cheesy poop.
Where is? Oh, what? What? Oh, I got shot by something.
Got it, cheesy poop. This would help me win. Stay calm, Eric.
What I'm trying to do now is basically get enough space I can start backing away from everyone. Aw. I thought I was on a good strat. Who is it that I need to hit? This cart man. Oh shit! Nice. Nice.
Let's share our love with our Valentine's Day winner with a big round of applause.
I think I can save scum the game though. If I lose something, I think I can just reset, start again to get my credits back. I gotta give them though this game. They tried to be innovative.
Race is 3 laps.
Get out of my way, hippie.
Find some underpants. What? What? I don't get it. Oh shit, it's a racetrack that just doesn't make any sense, right? Is that it?
I'm out of here. I'm out of here.
Or what? Is the tag fight again maybe? Oh, and there's several pairs of underpants as well. So the guy over here who nobody bothers with, he's just going to get to own, because he gets to be left alone.
I've got something for your head.
That's actually pretty stupid, I gotta say. Because if you end up being the one who's chased, it's impossible. By that, but the officer here who nobody bothered with, he could just do his. He could just do his thing.
This race
Get out of my way, hippie.
I'm an officer.
So there is a pair of pants up there, but I don't know how to get to them.
Dead muffin.
Instead, I'm gonna wait around checkpoint 1 and steal someone's checkpoint someone's underpants. Perfect Cartman spirit. Ah, come on.
Give me that back. I've got something for your head. Kinda hungry. Let's go. There's nothing. I'm out of here. Sneak. Sneak. There's nothing.
But no, I don't exactly expect good design off of this. But I kind of at least hope that people play test their games. They realize that sometimes the AI just doesn't do at all what you expect it to do. It might be a bit much. Yeah, I know. But I mean, a guy can dream, right? But I know playtesting is expensive and costs money. And I mean, who's dumb enough to expect you gotta spend money to make money? That's like... that doesn't make any sense.
I'm out of here. Sneak.
Why spend money if you got a good IP, right?
Sneak. Where's my Ultra Mega Mega Man?
Well, I'd like to thank the racers for cleaning up South Park's dirty laundry, and especially our winner.
That's right, Gons. People who pre-order, that's the playtesters. I think Gons is just like bitter from experience, probably.
I have just been informed of some rather disturbing news.
Chickens need to be rescued from the chicken lover.
Far below the
Grab up to
national
4 chicken at a time and take them to the police station.
Well, now, in
The
order
first
to
one to rescue 10 chickens win.
I have proclaimed today.
Time for an ass kicking.
Hey, I am an officer. I'll stand an issue.
Wait, what? Where's a chicken?
Okay, now this will help. This ain't sad. Okay, now this will help.
Got it, cheesy poo. Got it, cheesy poo. Kick ass. Here we go. Stay calm, Eric. Got it, cheesy poo.
I mean, there are of course games that are playtested. It's not as bad as we make it sound. But I mean, there are game studios who kind of
Cheesy poo.
almost made it their business to
Cheesy poo.
release half-done games.
Beefcake.
How do I get out of here? There we go.
This would help me win.
Chicken.
Got it, cheesy poop. Got it, cheesy poop. Got it, cheesy poop.
Chicken.
Got it, cheesy poop.
I wonder what he even says when you pick up the chickens. Two, 4, 4. Perfect count. There we go.
You're a superior marksman like me. Maybe you wouldn't have a problem.
Our Read a Book Day champion. Let's give our South Park.
Day one
best.
patch for the stuff they had time to catch, then the community to pay the beta test the day one patch build. Bethesda games are pretty known by now. We've seen a lot of broken Bethesda games. Electronic Arts, their games aren't broken, they're just designed in a certain way, I'd say. They're not like broken per se, but they are pretty toxic design many times. Ubisoft, at times, some of their games are pretty broken at release. Anthem, Mass Effect 3 and Andromeda. Okay. Fair enough, fair enough. I'm not... Hey, Geek Wife. How's it going? How's little bugger going? Their NBA 2K game broke because the game was expecting live statistics and there were no games played. Yeah, I mean, there are... Of course, the games are tested. That for sure they are, Frush. It's just that some games are released in a state that the bugs must have been reported, but no one probably did anything about them. I think it's a very conscious decision from business side to release games even though they know that the games are not in a position to be released.
The rules are simple. Collect.
Time for an ass kicking. I'm out of here. Yes.
What happened?
I've got something for your ass. I've got something for your ass. I've got something for your ass.
Does he say I got something for your ass? Where did this egg go? There it is.
Something for your ass. I've got something for your ass.
Watch it rain, don't it? Yes.
This here is really damn annoying.
I've got something for your ass. I'm out of here. I've got something for your ass. $10 a leg, $5 a...
Yes, but I still believe, like, saying that the games aren't tested is probably wrong. I think the games are tested. The thing is just that someone on the business side makes the decision that this here has to be good enough. We don't have time to wait anymore, we have to release this. And I think that's primarily an issue with stuff such as quarterly reports. That you're expected to deliver value at such a repeated interval. Yeah, I guess the thing is, like, they're tested but not adequately by the end, and the issues are not addressed once found. That's probably what I want to say.
I've got something for your head. I've got something for your head. Look at me, Bubby! Look at me, Bubby!
Wait, there's a... These egg indicators are completely useless most of the time.
I'm out of here.
What? No. It's a new thing. I haven't seen that one before.
Good muffin.
Man, chasing these things around is so damn fun, isn't it?
I've got something for your head. I've got something for your head.
So there's something like straight under me. But like trying to find them is nigh impossible.
I've got something for your head. I've got something for your head.
No. Come on. Where did it go?
I've got something for your head.
Uh, just long enough that I did racing to put something out. Just got my $50 for beta testing for 4 hours. Damn. But Kyle must have gotten a triple egg by the end. I mean... alright, I think you gotta like... Of course games are tested, right? It wouldn't make any sense otherwise, there's too much money on the line. The fuck?
Dead mapping.
Oh yeah, that's like review scumming. That's a thing. That's definitely a thing. But I think that's part of it.
Dead mapping.
Like if you continuously put out games that people don't enjoy, you will eventually go bankrupt. Even if you're a really, really huge studio. Look at Sierra.
I've got something for your egg.
Oh, this is so annoying.
Look at me, puppy.
This is an absolute travesty of a game mode.
I've got something for your egg. Look at me, puppy.
Because the eggs just appear at random, spread out of the map, and you have to like try to be close to where they are, and you still have to stand all the other players.
I've got something for your egg. Look at me, puppy.
Oh, and the eggs move randomly as well.
I've got something for your egg.
Jesus Christ, who thought this was fun?
I'm out of here. I've got something for your egg. I've got something for your egg.
Beefcake!
Dead mapping. I've got something for your egg.
No.
I've got something for your egg. I've got something for your egg.
I mean, look at the amount of eggs that spawned in the middle of the screen while I was over here.
Son of a bitch, this guy's tough.
Yeah. Memorize the hotspots. Yeah, but that doesn't help because there's just too many. There's too much activity around all the spots.
I've got something for your egg.
Like even picking these eggs up is a freaking pain. Because they move around all the time. Holy hell.
I've got something for your egg. 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 I've got something for your egg.
I don't even get why I get hit by the pink eye. There's no one around. It has to be one of those like completely random effects that just hits you at times.
I've got something for your egg. I've got something for your egg.
Come on.
I've got something for your egg. I've got something for your egg.
No, please.
I've got something for your egg. I've got something for your egg.
Comedy rarely ages well. I mean, yeah. I guess as I still think like Frush has a good point. It seldom ages well. There are a few exceptions, but like as a general, not really.
Happy Easter, everyone!
For an ass ticket.
But like recognitional humor or whatever you want to call it, I think that ages pretty well. Because people are always gonna recognize certain situations and incidents that are like common. I don't get what this Easter egg thing or this red-eyed thing is. Or pink eyes. I don't get it. I don't get why it keeps happening all the time. Is it something that someone activates maybe? Like the lightning bolt in Mario Kart? Let's see if I can save scum this. I'm out of credits anyway. I think some stand-up ages pretty well. Because a lot of the jokes actually like target stuff you recognize. Like, so hey, I went out to the store and this thing happened to me. Like, people can recognize and connect with it. Although I don't know if stand-up will hold for like 20 years. Because then like people could be like, what's a store? Why would you go to a grocery store? Kind of like someone joking about, so this fax machine, and everyone's like, what? Fax machine? Really? So in that sense, I think physical humor, such as like Chaplin. Pink eye is a lightning type effect. Okay.
I am the supreme master.
So what's the point? What's the point in saving your championship progress if you can't continue when you reset the game? What? What's the actual point? I don't get it. Old stand-up is cringes. I haven't seen like stand-up from the 60s and 70s. I have no idea how that one's aged. Getting some meds, but no need of stitches or stuff. Okay, that's good to know. Is it just unlock data? Is that the only thing you save? That's a pretty neat feature. Choose your split screen. I'm glad to hear that, wife. We don't need stitches or anything. So as I talked, Goro, Nilsson got into a fight at the dog pen. And he got bit. I guess I unlocked more character, maybe.
Okay.
Shit. Yeah, that's... I mean, maybe you could make Yuma, stand-up Yuma that actually is timeless, but I think it would require so much work that it might not be worth it.
Little cramped, okay?
Right, voting has opened, everyone. Shall we continue to play South Park Racing? Get your votes in, everyone. Get your votes in. I mean, the save scumming didn't work, Yorkie. We couldn't. You can't continue your campaign. The only thing you can save is apparently like your unlocks. That's the only thing. Save state scum. No, the game has to suffer for the decision it has made.
I have to keep going. Something got desired. Yes, yes. Beefcake!
Votes too one-sided. Gotta
Yes, yes.
gotta spread the votes a bit, make it interesting.
Okay.
$10 a leg, $5
I have to keep going.
I think games are probably hard because the media is pretty young. So you'll see like huge differences.
I have to keep going.
Like you just look 10 years of game differences. But yeah, you're right. They age poorly quite often, but due to very different reasons.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I mean there are those that have aged well. I'm not against that, but
Yes, yes.
a lot of games aged pretty poorly. I think. But then there are exceptions.
Yes, yes.
Alright, she's out. Yes! Screw your game. I can't have enough of that easily enough. Oof. What was it? The what can I say? This is like taking everything bad from Mario Kart, Diddy Kong Racing, and Crash Team Racing, adding some bad graphics, and sprinkle some preteen humor on it. Yeah, like early 3D games aged pretty poorly. But if you look at the early 2D games, they aged pretty poorly as well, at least in my opinion. But if you look at the later 8-bit and the later 16-bit games, those age very good, because by then I think you've realized the potential of the technology. And I think we'll... I can't say we're reaching the end of 3D games. Really? But like now that the technology has matured a bit, I think the games will actually age better, because we've gotten to a point where people know how to use the technologies. This game is not good, not worth your time. Get out of here. I don't want to play that again.